We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama. How you watch?
Popeye.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. Sir Caswell Hall, you're from Lennox Be Goods in Darliston in the parish of Westmoreland, but you're living in the UK. You're celebrating your 85th birthday today. I am told that you are an avid listener to this channel. Your wife Jillian and the rest of the family, they're asking us to wish you a happy birthday today. Sir Caswell, let's hope that today you did have a wonderful birthday and may you live to see lots more. In the news today, early Friday morning, November 22, a security guard in his mid-40s, he's living at Waterworks in the parish of Westmoreland. He securely locked up his house and he went to work. When he returned home from work later that same evening, he realized that the house was broken into. A hoodlum broke out a window to the right side of the house and entered. The hoodlum thief cash amounting to 200,000 Jamaican dollars and a quantity of appliances valued at almost 300,000 Jamaican dollars. A report was made to the police who commenced investigations. During the investigations, intelligence was received and the police, armed with a search warrant, they carried out a raid at a house at Watercrest in the parish of Westmoreland where a quantity of the items that were stolen from Sicky House were found. The guy who is living at the house and who is suspected to have broken into the security guard's house, he was taken into police custody. His name is Keno Williams and he is 24 years old. He was charged for the offenses of housebreaking and larceny and he'll be going to the courts shortly. This one, it took place yesterday afternoon, Thursday, December 5, about 12:30. It took place along the Barrettown main road in the parish of Westmoreland. Our information is that a team of police officers, they were conducting an operation along the main road when they signaled a silver Toyota Mark X motor car to stop. The Mark X, it stopped and it was searched and bingo. One 9mm pistol affixed with a magazine containing 10 9mm rounds was found under the driver's seat. As a result, the driver, who was the only occupant in the car at the time, he was arrested and charged. His name is Chadwayne Sergeon. He is 34 years old and he is living at Success Lane in the Barrettown area of St. James. He was charged, so he'll be going to the courts shortly. St. James Police, job well done. In this next report, early Saturday morning, November 30, about 2:30, a 30-year-old bartender, she's employed to a bar at Main Street in the Prairie area of St. Ann. She locked up the bar and she was heading home. We are told that the female, she was standing along the roadway waiting on a taxi when a hoodlum, armed with a gun, walked up. He proceeded to rob the bartender of her handbag, which contained cash amounting to over 40,000 Jamaican dollars, her Samsung cell phone, and some important documents. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape on foot in the area. Just like that. This next robbery, it took place early Wednesday morning, December 4, about 2:30. It took place at Burn Savanna in the parish of Westmoreland. Our information is that a lady in her late 40s, she's employed as a caregiver. We are told that her employer is bedridden. Early Wednesday morning, 5 hoodlums went to the house pretending to be police officers. They were armed with rifles and handguns. The hoodlums, they cut off the front grill and they entered the house. They then robbed the lady of her 2 Samsung Galaxy cell phones. They demanded cash, but they did not get any. They then made good their escape on foot in the area. In this report, a man in his late 50s, he's popularly known as Jerky. He was shot and injured early yesterday morning, Thursday, December 5, at minutes after 1 o'clock. This incident, it took place along the Namprel Road, main road in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that this man, he's called Jerky because he's a jerk chicken vendor. Now, I want you to listen to what this PNL detective had to say. Listen this.
No, something I don't know, I not no idea, but clearly something have wrong. Watch out. Remember said they shoot him up already on the beach road in the sitting in the chair asleep. Him and Wayne and Peanut Man, right? And watch out. When the man then come on the bike, Wayne jump up and say, "Oh, what I do?" And then Bussy shot them and Jerky wake up and run. Peanut Man get a shot. After them done shoot up after Jerky, then shoot Peanut Man down and then shoot Wayne in the head and kill him. Pass spot. And then after that now, they shoot off him out right at the bar in front of the gas station on the grill. And after that now, since area again, 2 man come from one bike right down Vista Bella at the Namprel Road, so. Right where you live. Look at top side where you live. And him walk out and the man them walk out, but him and bust 2 shots same way. You know, catch him. Last night now, the same thing go on there, so. So, something wrong, Papa. He didn't do something from where he come from, or he do something on the grill or something, but clearly they want it.
So the PNL detective is saying, and we have confirmed it, that this is the 4th attempt on Jerky's life. And the question is, why do hoodlums want to kill Jerky? Well, we are learning that Jerky, he's being hunted because he witnessed a murder. Even though Jerky, he did not give a statement to the police. Even though Jerky, he is not a witness in any murder case in court. Hoodlums, they still want to kill him because he saw what took place. Well, early yesterday morning, Jerky, he was walking along the roadway when he was approached by a lone hoodlum who was armed with a gun. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire hitting Jerky to his right side and his left shoulder. Jerky, he fell to the ground and he pretended like he was dead. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape on foot in the area. Jerky, he then got up and he ran into a party that was being held nearby and he was assisted to hospital where he was treated and admitted. The mayhem. This one, it took place early yesterday morning, Thursday, December 5, almost 3:30. It took place at Hardinal in the Green Island area of Hanover. Our information is that a man, he's named Jose. Jose is in his early 50s. We are told that Jose, he's from Mexico, but he has been living in the area for a while because he is a construction worker on the Princess Hotel site in Green Island. Early yesterday morning, Jose and at least 2 of his co-workers, they were sleeping at home when a loud banging was heard on the front door. Someone was trying to kick off the door. We are told that Jose, he got up and he went to brace his body against the door. The hoodlums, they fired 3 shots through the door from the outside, hitting Jose to his left groin and the right side of his buttocks. Jose, he then managed to hide in the house. We are told that the 2 hoodlums, they entered the house and Jose and the other persons in the house, they started bawling out for help. The hoodlums, they then exited the house and they escaped on the motorcycle that they had parked outside. The police, they were called and they rushed with Jose to hospital where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. The mayhem. This one, it took place yesterday afternoon, Thursday, December 5, shortly after 12 midday. It took place at Branchall in the Rosites area of St. James. Our information is that a 37-year-old guy from the area known as Ricardo, he was walking along the roadway when he was attacked by hoodlums who opened gunfire at him. Ricardo, he ran off and the hoodlums fired more shots at him, hitting him to his torso. A 19-year-old guy named Maka, he was walking along the road and he too was shot. Maka, he received gunshot wounds to his left hand. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. Both Ricardo and Maka, they were rushed to hospital where Ricardo, he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. The mayhem. This next incident, it took place late last night. Thursday, December 5, almost 10:30. It took place at Beverly Hills in the Glendevon area of St. James. Our information is that a 35-year-old guy known as Shabba and a guy in his early 20s known as Keno, they were standing and talking along the roadway when a silver motorcar drove up and stopped. 3 hoodlums jumped out of the car. 2 of them were armed with M16 rifles and the other one, he was armed with a handgun. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire at Shabba and Keno who ran off. The hoodlums still fired at them while they were running. The hoodlums, they then jumped back into the car and they made good their escape. When the smoke was clear, it was realized that Shabba, he had received gunshot wounds all over his body. Keno, he received a gunshot wound to his left hand, and a female in her early 30s who was standing on her veranda at the time, she received a graze to her forehead. They were rushed to hospital where they were treated. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 14 M16 and 8 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Now, at the time of recording this video, I hadn't gotten any update as to their status, but if anything changes, I'm going to be updating this report. Stand by for that. The mayhem. This one, it took place last night, Thursday, December 5, about some minutes to 11 o'clock. It took place along a dirt track at Wallen Avenue in the Old Britain area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. We are told that last night, persons were walking through the dirt track when they stumbled upon the lifeless body of a male lying in a pool of blood. The police, they were called, and when they inspected this male, he had received gunshot wounds to his upper body. He appeared to have died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 2 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Now, up to the time of recording this video, I hadn't gotten his name, but he's said to be of a dark complexion, in his early 30s and about 5 feet 9 inches tall. He was sporting a cornrow hairstyle. We are told that he was dressed in a black marina, a black jeans pants and a pair of black sneakers. If and when I get his name, I'm going to be updating this report. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, a man, his name is Mr. Winston Archer. 1 month ago, on November 6, Mr. Archer, he celebrated his 68th birthday. He was born in the year 1956. Now, years ago, Mr. Archer, he migrated to Canada where he got married and he was soon a Canadian citizen. For many years, he lived and he worked in Canada. We are told that about 5 to 6 years ago, Mr. Archer retired and he returned back home to live at McQuarrie district in the Portmore area of Hanover, where he had started a house. We are told that Mr. Archer, he lived at that unfinished house alone and he was working on it. We are also told that Mr. Archer, he would normally come out and sit on his veranda in the mornings. Our information is that Mr. Archer, he was last seen alive on Wednesday afternoon about 5 o'clock. Yesterday morning, Thursday, December 5, about some minutes after 10 o'clock, we are told that residents in the area, they found it strange that Mr. Archer, he was not seen on his veranda as he would normally do. They went and made checks and they found that the doors on the house was locked, but one of the windows was open. The residents, they became concerned and they went into the house through the window. When they went into the house, there was the lifeless body of Mr. Archer lying on his bed in a pool of blood. The police, they were called and when they inspected Mr. Archer, he had received a gunshot wound to his left upper arm. He appeared to have died from the previous night when he was shot. We are told that the house was ransacked and Mr. Archer's wallet, it was found on the floor without any cash. Now, Mr. Archer, he worked for many years in Canada and when he retired, he decided to go back home to Jamaica. Mr. Archer, he was killed in his own home. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing if we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a play blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cancer and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica.